Oh boy, Shibuya Scramble. It's been a while, and I just played through the first parts again. I did in my quick look, just to get a little bit of a reminder of what this game is about and what happened so far. So we've been Detective Kano so far, and we hit a bad end, or rather a dead end. And now we have to go a little bit back in time to play the culprit, Achi. So let's see what we can change so Detective Kano doesn't have to resign. I'm still not used to this game design that they chose with these real videos, but it's pretty cool, I have to say. The only thing I'm missing is, or rather there are two things I'm missing. A proper skip function and some voice acting maybe. Anyway, Achi Endo called out at the door to his father's room. Okay, I'm heading out. Sure. His father sounded unconcerned. He didn't even open the door. So if I'm doing any voices wrong I have established before, I'm fucking sorry. It's been at least 1 or 2 months since this game released and I played it. Sure you don't want me to stay here in the shop? It's not like we're gonna get any customers. Achi grimaced. Yeah, I guess not. So he's kinda a thug. He's a delinquent. Some youth that's living on the streets. The drawer by the front door held a stack of heavy-duty trash bags. Achi pulled a few of them out. Guess it's gonna be that kind of day. He stuffed the trash bags into his pocket, then slipped in on his favorite pair of sneakers. Nice. The entryway to Achi's home also led into the family's shop. Man, I like the music. Various pieces of electronics were piled up like so much junk in the tiny retail space. The slightest bump brought the risk of an avalanche. Achi wove his way through the gaps in the appliances like a spelunker exploring a cave. From Shibuya Station, if you make your way past the 109 building, then up through Dogenzaka, you'll come across an old shopping district. Nestled in its outskirts is Endo Electronics, in the same place it's been for decades. Within its dimly lit interior, you'll find rows of wares all caked in dust. Guess they don't really see many customers. At a glance, you might as well assume the place was closed. A mom and pop place like Endo's couldn't compete with the big consumer chains booming throughout Shibuya. So far the store had remained in business, thanks to the locals who appreciated that they made house calls to do repairs. Well, maybe they should change their shop to a real repair shop rather than trying to sell stuff. Because if you don't have to put in any money to buy new wares, you can turn a profit by just repairing stuff. If people are trusting you and you have a name in your neighborhood, why not? But things weren't looking good for the future. Oh. Achi, the eldest son and nominal successor to the business, had no interest whatsoever in working there. That's no problem if you have other people that kinda would take over. Achi stepped out of the shop and into the sunny morning air. The good weather lifted his spirits. Let's go rob a girl today. Alrighty, time to do this. He unfurled one of the big garbage bags, which caught the wind and fluttered like a cape. Then he slowly made his way towards Shibuya Station, scanning his surroundings all the while. Sheesh, this place is filthy. He paused to pick up a plastic bottle that had been tossed on the ground. Then, with a heavy sigh, he slipped the crushed receptacle into his trash bag. Whoa, is he really doing this? I need to change my opinion of him severely. Jesus Christ. He'd been picking up trash around town like this for about 6 months now. It had gotten so that the sort of garbage most people would hardly notice stood out to him like a sore thumb. That's a good thing. That's a really fucking good thing, and man, I wish more people like this existed in the real world, not just in game. Most days he'd fill his trash bag to the top by the time he made it from his house in Dogenzaka to the train station. Today he was halfway to the station when a woman's anxious voice caught his attention. Is this the woman? I'm sorry. I'm in a bit of a hurry here. He looked up and saw a timid-looking woman being confronted by two men, one with brown hair, one with black. They look... I don't know, is this supposed to be another delinquent look in Japan, or are they supposed to look fabulous? Because they kind of do. From the look of them, he guessed that the men were scouts for some hostess club. Oh, okay, so they're trying to go for the twink look, kind of. He ran into this sort of thing pretty frequently on his trash cleaning walks around town. Another kind of trash to take care of. Definitely. Man, he's pretty cool. Archie quickly interposed himself between the girl and the two recruiters. Hey, can't you see that you're bothering her? Huh? Who the hell are you? The two of them glared. Take a hike, pal. Archie stood his ground. Look, she ain't interested. You're just gonna have to find some other mark. The hustler's annoyance turned to open rage. Well, listen to you. Got a bit of a mouth, huh, buddy? The brown-haired fuck smacked his lips around his chewing gum like a dog worrying a bone. How about we take this someplace more quiet, yeah? So I don't think I need to read the tip for that. Someplace more quiet is like some alleyway where they can beat him up or knife him or something. Are there many knife crimes in Japan? I know that there aren't many gun crimes, usually, because of strict gun laws, I think. And even police officers don't always carry guns. The girl stood by uneasily watching the goings-on. Who's saying this now? This is kinda hard to do. Hey, take it easy. I'm not looking for trouble. I guess this is Archie. Is it supposed to be an apology? On your knees and beg, pal. The man spat his gum onto the ground. Archie looked down at the glistening wad of gum on the sidewalk. Oh no, now you've triggered him. He's gonna fucking kill you, guys. His last shred of goodwill vanished. You better pick that up. Right now. What? Didn't you hear me? 'Cause I told you to get down on your knees and... Archie's hand shot out, grabbing the man by the jaw. Whoa, easy, pal. The other man's bravado drained from his face. You're two guys against one. Even if he got your friend, you should just give him a sucker punch to the gut or something. Archie tightened his grip on the brown-haired hustler's jaw. Sweat dripped from the man's reddening brow. The man struggled, but Archie just tightened his grip. Damn, if you have ever tried to, like, grip someone really tightly with one hand, it's kinda hard to do. It's like trying to pick up a ball with one hand. It's hard to get a good grip. So Archie must be kinda strong. Gum's a real pain in the ass to clean up after it's gotten stuck to the street, you know? Ever stop to consider that? Wait, are you... The other hustler's panicked eyes had fixed on Archie's chest. Oh crap! That shirt, man! The guy's voice was starting to break. That's mean clean! A guy with a mean clean shirt, carrying around a trash bag? That means you're... His face went pale. Mean clean? The other man echoed the words through his held-shut jaw, tears welling up in his eyes. This is getting weird. Get it right, pal. Archie clenched the man's jaw harder still. Oh, it's Archie saying this, okay. It's mean clean. Oh, whoa. We're sorry, man. You're Archie, right? Dude, we honestly had no idea. Come on, man. You gotta cut us some slack. The man scrambled to snatch the wad of gum off the street, stuffing it into his pants pocket. Oh god, don't do this. You're gonna ruin your fucking jeans. Finally, Archie let go of his companion. The brown-haired hustler's face was twisted up with fear. Tears streamed down his cheeks. Why is he so feared? Gasping out hasty apologies, the two thugs scampered off. Is this girl... hey, so... A shy smile came to the girl's face. Wait, I want to read the tip of girl. Ryoko Kakinuma, a second-year student at Midoriyama Academy's law school. These hustlers managed to corner her while she was on her way to a part-time job at a cafe. It's a popular plot in trashy e-novels for the main character to fall in love with a hustler like these guys. But such things rarely happen in real life. Okay. Thank you for saving me. No, I apologize. Huh? The girl stared in surprise. We'll run into creeps like that now and then, but don't hold it against us. Shibuya's a good town. Yeah, okay. I guess she has to be from somewhere around here, so she should know, if she's working here. I mean... Achi gave her a quick wave, then turned and continued on his way down Dogensaka. Achi was Shibuya born and raised. He was keenly aware of all the changes the ward had seen since he was a kid. Grocer stalls and inconspicuous little side streets, tiny parks nestled between buildings, Achi knew it all like the back of his hand. Trash, human or otherwise, had no place in this town, not on his watch. So how does he fit into this whole kidnapping thing? Achi made his way down towards Shibuya Station. Throngs of people shuffled to and fro across the scramble. The view shifted constantly from one moment to the next, almost as if the city itself were alive. And if the city was a living thing, then Shibuya Station was its heart, with streets like Bunkamuradori and Center Gai serving as the arteries pumping a bloodstream made of people. Today, as ever, the heart was pumping that blood to every nook and cranny of Shibuya. And there was Achi, just another part of this great urban organism. Guess I'm one of the city's white blood cells. Oh wait, maybe I'm a red blood cell? Hold on. The white ones are supposed to clean up, right? Is that right? Or did I have it right the first time? Yes, you did. White blood cells eliminate pathogens from the bloodstream. Red blood cells carry oxygen through the body. And she was probably thinking of white blood cells. Yes. Emerging from his reverie, he noticed a rather conspicuous young woman standing by the statue of Hachiko outside Shibuya Station. So did he really just want to help her? Jesus Christ. That's a weird coincidence. Oh, she's totally my type. Let's read the tip for type. To be up someone's alley, to be someone's cup of tea. I really expected something more detailed. Like, what his type really is. I mean, she's cute, yes, but she's... at the same time, kind of plain, but maybe it's just her clothing style she chose for this whole endeavor. Wonder if she's a model or small-time actress or something. Then again, looking at her up close, she is pretty cute. Looks like she's waiting for someone. Probably another guy. Dang. Good looking as she was, there was no way she wasn't already taken. What kind of guy scored a girl like that? Probably the rich-ass CEO of an IT company or something. Crouching down to tie off the trash bag, he continued gazing wistfully at the girl. Then he noticed something peculiar. She was carrying an attached case. The kind a businessman might use. I still don't know the correct pronunciation of this word. Attache, I mean. Is it attach or attache or attaché, since it's supposed to be like a French word with the little thingy above the E? It was a large case and apparently so heavy that she was struggling to hold it despite using both hands. Now what kind of person makes a young lady lug around something heavy like that? Or Achi figured he'd offer to carry it for her, but first I gotta dump this trash. He looked around to see if there was a garbage bin nearby. You've reached a decision point. Let's have Achi not approach Hitomi. Of course, since when he did, he got arrested. And they kinda, or rather, Kano, chased the wrong suspect with this. Yes, let's dump this trash. But first I gotta dump this trash. He looked around to see if there was a garbage bin nearby. Now, Achi won't approach Hitomi, which means he will avoid being arrested by Kano. At the same time, Kano's fate will also change. And he will no longer wind up at a bad end. So let's switch back to Kano's story using the time chart. Press F2 to open it. Why? I want to continue reading. Okay, I have to switch. This is the time chart, which shows the protagonist's progression. Fuck me. Too much reading today already. Through the story, decision points are marked with like some kind of split. Kano's fate has changed based on Achi's actions. Select Kano's 1030 block, then press space. So... Jesus Christ. Okay, it's the only thing I can do really, so let's do this. A suspicious man. So we're back to the previous, not decision, but when Achi approached. I suppose you could call it that. Kano gave a wry chuckle at his partner's lack of shame. There he is! Jose's voice chirped subtly through Kano's earpiece. Oh. He does look foreign. The man in the black coat. He's not Japanese. Looks to be in his early 30s. Previously, Achi got mixed up with Kano and the police, but now another man has appeared instead. By changing what Achi did, we've also changed Kano's story. He looks really edgy, I gotta say. The black coat? Fucking hell. A foreign man had emerged from the crowd about 15 feet from where Hitomi was standing. He made his way towards her, his expression blank. He didn't match the description Hitomi had given them, but Kano felt a jolt of nerves all the same. Maybe the kidnapper was using an accomplice to snatch the ransom payment. Alright. Sasayama raised an eyebrow. I really forgot all the voices I chose for these people, I'm sorry. This may be our guy. This was it. Kano swallowed the lump in his throat. He bent his knees, ready for action. Blood rushed to his leg muscles, banishing the stiffness that had begun to take hold. Hello? Oh god, this is just like in my... No, I won't say it. Was this the culprit? Or perhaps someone else offering to carry the case for her? The stranger took hold of the attached case. It was him! Unmasked, the detectives began to close in. Let's go, Kano. On it. Sasayama and Kano leapt into action. But they never expected what happened next. With the case clutched in both arms, the man veered suddenly, running right towards them. Oh? Keep out? What? Is this the end of this segment? Kano's story has suddenly hit a keep out. Keep out refers to a point in the story where your progress is currently stopped. In order to advance beyond the keep out, you need to jump from another protagonist's story. At 10:30, Achi has the text, young man in a suit, set as red keywords. Checking these red keywords will allow you to jump from Achi's story back to Kano's. This is getting severely complicated, especially for a visual novel. Now head back to Achi's story and keep an eye out for that key phrase. Try following the story from Achi at 10:30, approach the girl. Okay. We're back. Approach the girl. So at least the flowchart is pretty easy to navigate and has many bookmarks apparently. So, whoops, we gotta do B again, right? Since A would leave us to Achi getting arrested. Yes, we've read this. Huh? A man had come up beside a girl. Or maybe Achi is helping now. He was dressed in black and he wasn't Japanese. It looked like they were having a conversation. That's not what having a conversation looks like. The girl nodded tensely at something the man said. Achi stared. Something tells me that's not her boyfriend. The girl handed the attached case over to the man. He took hold of it with his right hand and began walking briskly away. Whoa! A nearby homeless man suddenly leapt over Achi and broke into a run as if he'd been waiting for this very moment. Of course, the homeless man is a policeman. Sprinting alongside him was a young man in a suit. Some words in the text appear in red. Red text denotes important keywords that let you jump between different protagonists' stories. This allows you to shift between characters at specific points. These can also allow you to clear keep out in another character's story and let you read on. If you come across red text, press tab to underline it and press space. A window will appear, allowing you to jump from one protagonist to another at that point, then press space to continue. The other character's story after the keyboard. Fuck, it's really weird. This little window is too small to give me the information in one concise sentence. Fuck me. Give it a try. I don't know what the point of this mechanic is, since it's just basically the same as the flowchart, just while reading text, but let's fucking do it. Young man in a suit. Let's jump. A cheat to Kano. By performing a jump from this screen, you can advance another protagonist's story past the keyboard. Press space to confirm and jump over to Kano's story. You know what? I'm a criminal. I pressed enter, not space. Arrest me, motherfuckers. Sasayama and Kano leapt into action. You did it! Jump successful. In 428 you will often need to jump to get past another character's keyboard. Jump from red keywords to clear keyboard. Keep this in mind as you advance. Through the story. Okay, there won't be any more tutorial messages for a while. If you get stuck somewhere, try changing protagonists or making different decisions to advance. You can now use the time chart and the main menu. From the main menu you can access gameplay explanations and adjust settings. Press F2 to open the time chart and F1 to open the main menu. But they never expected what happened next. Which is... oh yeah, he came running right towards them. What? Catching sight of the two detectives, the suspect staggered to a halt, then bolted off in a new direction. Kano whipped off his costume glasses and followed in hot pursuit. At the crosswalk, the signal changed to red and the flow of foot traffic abruptly halted. Just as quickly, hundreds of cars all lurched back into motion. There was no escape for the culprit now, or so it appeared. The converging cops slowed their pace, confident their man was cornered. What is he doing? Is he running right onto the street? Then the foreigner barreled straight into the intersection, dodging between the oncoming cars without any hesitation. The mob of detectives came to a halt, not eager to rush to their deaths along with him. Man, he's getting away! Isn't a police person supposed to risk their life for just about anything that has to do with justice? Or is there something like, okay, don't risk it if it's not worth it? Then again, it is the life of another person on the line here, right? It's the sister, so... Kano, however, remained in hot pursuit, charging into the traffic at the crossing. Kano, are you crazy? Come back! Kano heard Sasayama shouting, but his feet kept carrying him onward. Oh, this is getting close. With shouts and sirens echoing all around him, Kano closed in on the foreigner. Just a little closer. Just a little closer and he'd be in tackling range. He leaned forward, preparing to pounce, his eyes fixed on the culprit's feet. It was now or never. Kano, back off! Don't take him down! It was Kusei shouting through Kano's earpiece. Huh? Kano hesitated in surprise. Had he really just been ordered not to apprehend the criminal? Let him go for now. The real purpose is someplace else. Let's read. Purpose police jargon. Okay, we don't need to read this. What had happened to the plan? He'd been told that all personnel were to secure the area ASAP. Didn't HQ want them to catch the perpetrator? Arrest team, stay on the foreigner's tail. Forensics team, get busy cross-referencing photos. Even if this foreigner was only an underling hired for this one task, the police had now tipped their hand that they'd been lying in wait. If they didn't lock things down now and get more info on the kidnapper, a girl's life might be at stake. Yeah, it's kind of weird how when Achi was the one they tried to apprehend, they all fucking just pounced him, but as soon as it's this dude, and they also follow this dude in the other end, they don't really want to follow him, but the other branch ended with Kano resigning since he didn't find a culprit, but the police found him, so maybe this is the right thing to do, I don't know. Kano recalled another maxim from his Dick diary. Dick dictum number 12. Always assume a worst case scenario. If Kusei had told him to let this guy go, that implied he was counting on the team that was now in position. But if the crook had planned a way to break through the police dragnet and escape with the ransom, and he succeeded, what was the right call here? Should he take this guy down or back off after all? Oh shit, give me a second to think here.